Hello, so I'm back for math. Today in math, we are going to start working and reviewing how to do adding three numbers. And we're going to start really easy, which is being able to count the dots, but then it will get a little bit harder. However, the first thing I want you to do, like we did in the fact family one, is I want to come down here and I want to number our pages because it makes it a lot easier for me when I'm explaining which pages I want you to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a 1 on this first page. I'm going to turn the page, flip it over, and I'm going to put a 2 down on this one. Sorry, this is like really, there we go, that's a little bit better. All right, flip it over. You're going to put a 3. Then we're going to flip it over. Turn the page, flip it over. We're going to put a 4. Okay, then I'm going to come here. And I'm going to put a 5. And I'm going to turn my page, flip it over. I'm going to put 6. And I'm going to just flip it over. Put 7. Turn my page, flip it over. Put 8. Flip it. Put 9. Flip it. And put 10. Okay, flip. I'm going to put 11. And then on that last page, I'm going to put 12. Okay, so I should have numbered my packet 1 to 12. All right, now let's go back to 1. All right, so what we're going to work on today is how do we add 3 numbers together? So how am I adding 3 numbers together? Well, this first page is pretty easy. And if you remember when we did this in class, we tried to maybe find a 10, or we tried to add the 2 bigger and kind of add on from there. So we always added the first 2 and then added a third number on. Okay, so here on number 1, because it's the dots, it makes it a little bit easier. So what I would do, if this was me, is I would always start with my biggest one with dots. So I would go 6, 7, 8, 9, and my answer is 9. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one, so I don't have to go in order. So I would start here with 4, then I would count my dots. 5, 6, 7, 8. So what's my answer going to be? 8. So I'm going to write 8 in my box. Okay, this one I can go in order because my biggest one is in the beginning. So I would go 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to get 9, and I'm going to write 9 on my box. Okay, so 6 plus 1 plus 2 equals 9. Okay, this one again, my biggest one is in the beginning, so I'm adding 5 plus 1 plus 1. So I would go 5, 6, 7. So my answer would be 7. Okay, this one, again, my biggest number is in the front, so I would go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer would be 9. Okay, here I have 3 plus 3 plus 2. So I'd go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my answer would be 8. This one I'm adding 2 plus 3 plus 2. So I'd start with my 3 because it's my bigger. So I'd go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my answer would be 7. Okay, here I have 4 plus 1 plus 2. So I'd go 4, 5, 6, 7. So my answer would be 7. All right, my last one down here is 1 plus 3 plus 2. So I'm going to start at 3, then I'd go 4, 5, 6. So my answer would be 6. Okay, go ahead and turn your page and then flip your packet over. So when I turn my page and I flip it over, you're going to see, well, now look, it gives me my dots, but it also has me writing the problem. So this top one, they did 6 plus 3 plus 2. It equals 11, but they still had our dots to be able to count and add on to that. Okay, so here we're going to write the problem first, then we'll come back to solve it. So my first one has 4, so I'm going to write 4 in the box, plus 5 in the second box, plus 2. So I'm adding 4 plus 5 plus 2 equals what? So I'm going to use my dots. So I'm going to come here to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what's my answer? My answer is 11 again. So I'm going to write 11 in the box. Okay, so let's look at our next one. We have 5 plus 1 plus 6. So I need to write that as a problem. So I'm going to write 5 in the first box, plus 1 in the second box, plus 6 in the third box. So now I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to use my dots to help me. So I'm going to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what's my answer? 12. So that means 5 plus 1 plus 6 equals 12. All right, let's look at this one. So it says 3 plus 2 plus 5. So I need to write that as my problem. So I have 3 in the first box, 2 in the second box, 5 in the third box, and then what does it equal all together? So I would come here and I would go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would come here and I would say 10. So 3 plus 2 plus 5 equals 10. Okay, let's look at the next one. We have 6 plus 5 plus 4. So we need to write it as an addition number sentence. So I have 6 plus 5 plus 4. So I'm going to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write 15. This one we need to write our addition number sentence. So we have 4 plus 1 plus 5. So we're going to write that in the box. 4 plus 1 plus 5. Well, I'm going to start here with 5, and then I'm going to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my answer is going to be 10. Okay, last one. It says 6 plus 3 plus 2. So I need to write that as an addition number sentence. 6 plus 3 plus 2 equals what? So I'm going to come here and go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what's my answer? 11. Okay, so what we're going to do today is you're going to be adding 3 numbers. Now, if you notice, those first 2 pages are the only ones that had the dots. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't make the dots on your own, but remember in class, we learned how to add 2 numbers together and then add the third number. And if we were able to make 10, we always wanted to make 10 to try and help us do that. So if I look at this first one, I have 7 plus 3 plus 8. Well, I know if I add 7 and 3, I'm going to get what? I'm going to get 10. So I'm going to put 10 down here. So 7 plus 3 equals 10. Now I have 10 plus 8 equals what? So if I have a 10 frame completely full, and then I have 8 in my other 10 frame, how many does that equal altogether? Well, that equals 18. Okay, so let's look here. 6 plus 4 plus 9. So do I have any 2 numbers I could put together to make 10? I do. So I can go here. 6 plus 4 equals 10. So that means 10 plus 9 equals what? 19. So my answer for 6 plus 4 equals 10 equals 19. So it's okay to come down here and write your answer to the first problem, and then it shows you're just adding on that next problem. Okay, let's look at this one. So this one, it says 2 plus 7 plus 8. Well, if I look at this, if I put these 2 together, I know that's going to equal 10. So I have 8 plus 2 equals 10. So now 10 plus 7 equals what? 17. So you gotta think back to that 10 frame. If I have my first 10 frames full, and then I have 7 in the bottom, how many does that equal? It equals 17. Okay, let's look at this one. Well, we can do the same thing here. So 2 plus 8 equals 10. And then I could go 10 plus 8 equals 18. Okay. All right, let's look here. 5 plus 3 plus 5. So I know, based on my fingers, right? 5 fingers and 5 fingers equals how many fingers altogether? 10. And then I can go 10 plus 3 equals what? 13. Okay, let's look here. 9 plus 3 plus 7. So I know that 3 plus 7 equals 10. And then if I go 10 plus 9, I'm going to get 19. Okay, let's look here. 7 plus 3 plus 5. Well, I know that 7 plus 3 is going to equal 10. And then 10 plus 5 is going to equal 15. Let's look here. 6 plus 4 plus 5. So I know that 6 plus 4 equals 10. So that makes it where 10 plus 5 more equals 15. All right, down here I have 2 plus 9 plus 8. So I'm going to put 2 and 8 together to make 10. And then 10 plus 9 equals 19. Okay, here we have 2 plus 3 plus 7. So I know that 3 and 7 equal 10. And 10 plus 2 equals 12. So it's always easier to add on if you can make that group of 10. Now, do you think that's going to be able to happen every time? Probably not, but we're going to look at that a little bit. Okay, so if you look at the next page is going to be exactly the same as far as being able to make 10. So I'm not going to do this page with you because on page 4, it's kind of just like what we did on the other page. In all of these problems, you're able to make 10 and then add on to that 10. Okay? But if you look at the next page on problem 5, here, I'm not able to do that. So on this page, I am not able to create 10 every time. There's some that I can, but some that I cannot. So if you look at even the first one, you have 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, so I would just go here and go 2 plus 3 equals 5. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So I didn't even get to 10 as an answer. Okay, so sometimes you can't make 10, and I want you to know that. Okay, so but if I look at this one, I have 2 plus 4 plus 2. Well, I know if I add that doubles fact, 2 plus 2, I'm going to get 4, and then I'm going to create another doubles fact, and then I have 4 plus 4 equals what? 8. So in that one, I created 2 double facts. So I did the 2 plus 2 equals 4, and then I just did my other double, 4 plus 4 equals 8. Okay, down here, I have 2 plus 6 plus 1. Okay, well that's pretty easy. So I might go 6 plus 1 equals 7, and then I'm just going to go 7 plus 2 equals 9. Okay, here I'd probably add my doubles fact. 3 plus 3 equals 6, and then 6, 7, 8. And so I would get 8 as my other answer here. Okay, so you can see that not always can you create 10. So if you can't create 10, I want you to look for doubles facts to try and help you, or I want you to just figure out what was easier to add. Okay, so if we look at this one, again, I'm going to probably do my doubles fact. 2 plus 2 equals 4, and 4 plus 5 equals 9. Okay, here, I would probably just go with the easier one. 1 plus 3 equals 4, and then look, I created the same problem. 4 plus 5 equals 9. Okay, down here, now I can make 10. So I'm going to do that. So 7 plus 3 equals 10. 10 plus 5 equals 15. Okay, over here, same thing. I can make 10 again. So I can go 6 plus 4 equals 10. 10 plus 5 equals 15. Okay, here again I can make 10. So 8 plus 2 equals 10. 10 plus 3 equals 13. Once again I can make 10. So it's 3 plus 7 equals 10. 10 plus 2 equals 12. So on this page you can see that there was places I could make 10 and then there was places that I couldn't. So I want you to be aware that that can happen. So here's what your assignment is today. So if you remember, I skipped this first page, page 4. So I want you to go back and work on creating that 10 and then adding on to the 10. So which two numbers equal 10 and then adding on to that. So that's on page 4, sorry. Then we just did page 5 together. So I showed you when it can't equal 10. So skip that page. And I want you to do page 6. Okay, so there's only 2 pages that you have to do by yourself today. So you're doing page 4, where you're creating your 10s, and then you're doing page 6, where I'm trying to look, I think most of these are, you can create 10s. I think in all of these you can create 10s and then add on. Okay, so you're creating that 10 again. All right, then you're going to do one more page for me. So you're also going to do page 7. And on page 7, you're going to look and try and create that 10 first and then add on to the 10. So you're doing page 4, 6, and 7. So 4, 6, and 7 are the pages that you're doing for me today and turning that in. The last thing that you're going to do for me as far as on paper is we're going to keep working on that Rocket Math. So you should be doing Rocket Math Addition Set G. Okay, so remember your parents are going to have you go around and just say the problems orally. Okay, and then the only place that you're writing is when you come in here and your parents test you for 1 minute just to see how many you can do. And this is just helping us try to get better with our facts. Okay, so you're going to do Rocket Math Addition Set G. Okay, so that's all you've got for math besides Redbird, and I hope you guys have a good day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.